Hello everyone, so it's Emily here from Santa Bliss Flowers. For anyone that's new to watching our channel, I am a flower farmer in central Queensland. I'm going to my 3rd year of flower farming, and today I wanted to do probably a shortish video of me planting some seeds, but I just wanted to, I don't know, for those people who like to take a gamble, which I suppose happens in any farming, so happens for flower farmers too. So I'm going to be planting some things that I probably shouldn't be planting for another month or so, but I'm trying to get a good variety to be flowering for Mother's Day, which last year I focused on a lot of cool weather stuff, and then when we had a late heat wave, and for like 2 weeks we were in like the low 40s in March. I think it was around early mid-March, and a lot of the stuff that I had started I hadn't actually planted it out, was still in seedling trays, but a fair bit of it died because it was just too hot for it, because it was stuff that was for cooler weather. So I probably started it a little bit later than this last year, so I'm taking a real gamble. Some of that stuff was snapdragons. This time I've gone with a variety that's supposed to be able to handle the heat a little bit better. I found that Chantilly, it survived, it handled the heat okay. And then I'm trying the Potomac variety this year because it's in a category, I think it's category group 3 or group 4, so it's supposed to handle a bit more heat. So we'll see how that goes. So I've got, I've only got a few seeds. So I've got this 1 pack of seeds, which has only got 50 seeds of the Potomac. It's the Summer Berry Blend. So I'm going to be starting those today. And I have just got off the phone. I've ordered 3 trays of snapdragons and a tray of delphiniums, which I'll be pushing my luck with the delphiniums as well. I'm just hoping, so far we've had a cool summer, so I'm hoping the rest of summer goes like this, especially, well, this week, well, the last week, we've had a lot of rain. I've actually got some plants that are really struggling, which you probably would have seen if you've watched the previous video, especially my dahlias. I was just out checking them, and some of them actually look like they're starting to bounce back, even though we still haven't had any sunny weather. It's been literally a week we haven't seen the sun, and it's been raining on and off for that time. One day in particular we had like 120 mils or something in 24 hours. And then since then it's just been showery, misty stuff blowing over all day, every day. Yesterday we didn't have too much, we only had like 2.5 mil. Today it was supposed to be clearing up, but it's still quite cloudy, and we have 1 shower this morning, but we haven't had any rain, so that's been good. So some of the dahlias look like they're starting to bounce back. I pulled one up, not yesterday, the day before I think it was. Pulled it up just to see what the tubers were like, and it still felt firm when I pulled it up, but I was just having a look at it before, and they're rotted, so I don't know whether pulling them up would have been the best idea. I kind of opted not to pull them up because I thought either way it's probably not going to be great. So I've left them in, and I'm just hoping at least some of them survive. If they don't, it's just part of farming, I guess. I should have had a better drain system in where they are, and even where the other rows are. I need to like dig drains out the ends, and I haven't done that. It just needs doing. Over time, grass and stuff's grown up along the ends of the rows, and it blocks the water from getting away. So, alright, ramble over. So yeah, I'm going to just take you along while I start some seeds that Well, actually, I'm not really starting that many today. I'm just starting that those Snapdragons, the Summer Berry Blend, and also going to start the Chantilly Bronze, which did really well for me last year. I had the Chantilly Cream as well. I may grow some of them, I may not. One of the florists bought them, one didn't, and both the florists love this one. So I think I might just grow this one this year, and hope these Potomac ones that I've got coming handle the heat the same as the Chantilly did. So the 3 trays I've got coming from Ball, there's 2 trays of the Potomac and 1 tray of the Opus, which the Opus is the variety that I normally grow through winter here. So yeah, they'll be coming next week. We're supposed to be, from what I saw on the forecast, we're supposed to be not getting too much above 30 for the next week or so, I don't think. So hopefully I can get them out before it does heat up a bit, if it does. And I'm putting them in gardens where I've got shade cloth sort of sitting there ready to put over them, so I'll probably put shade cloth over them. And then one garden that gets afternoon shade from the shed. So I will give them a little bit of protection, that's for sure. And then depending on what the dahlias do, if they survive or not, I may put some in there if the dahlias don't survive. And then also I'm starting some Scabiosa, which last year it was the first year I grew Scabiosa, and it kind of pretty much just sat there all winter for me and didn't actually flower until it started warming up in spring. So I'm going to put this in now because I think they handle the heat okay, and hope that we'll have flowers for Mother's Day, which, going off the timing, how long they're supposed to take, they should if they survive. And then I've just got some more Status, which my Status was a bit strange this year. Alright, now we're on to the Heavenly Blue Status. So for them, we make small holes like such, pop them in. These seeds aren't super tiny, they're pretty good size to handle. There's supposed to be 50 seeds in here too, and these trays are, those other trays, my daughter was sidetracking me a bit, but they're actually 24 cell trays. The ones with the covers, these ones are 32, I think, no, 36. And even these ones get static into the, get stuck in there. They contain little plastic bag things that that High Sun use, but they must be like made out of different stuff because they don't static in them like they do in this nose. So just little holes, pop them in, and then we'll cover them over. And Status I'll always have like really good success with. It's never a problem to germinate. I always get pretty much 100% on them. I've got one lot already out there started. They're a pink one that I've still got seeds from. So this will be 3 trays. I'll have 3 of these 36 cell trays. But like I said, I've got 50 seeds here, so some of these will have 2 seeds per cell. Okay, snapdragons. For anyone that's learning, snapdragons need light to germinate. So we just put them on the top of the soil. You can press them down a little bit if you like. But as you can see, they're tiny, tiny seeds. Supposed to be 50 seeds in there. Definitely doesn't look like 50, but there probably is. And usually they're really hard to get out of these packs. So annoying. And these trays that I've got here have these covers that sit on to keep the humidity in and keep the seeds moist, which helps with the germination heat. So they're 32 Celsius. So I'll be putting like multiple per cell. Why's my hurt you? There'll be multiple seeds per cell. And like I said, they're really annoying to get out of these plastic things because they're static to them. Not sure why they choose to put them in these, to be honest. Sometimes they're just about impossible to get out. Even the ones I've got out are like sticking back to the outside, sticking everywhere. Not much fun at all. Okay, I'm going to try and go with the ones I've got here. Wind. Try and get the rest of these seeds out. Alright, we're back, been and had some lunch. So back to get the seeds, finished all the seeds, and then I actually got an order for a $50 bouquet that I'll have to go pick flowers and put together this afternoon to get delivered tomorrow. But we're going to finish starting seeds now. I'm just going to do the Chantilly bronze. These seeds I had from last year from High Sun. So we'll do those now. I'll put you on time lapse. I've got like quite a few seeds here. It's probably like, I think they come in 1,300 I think to one of these packs. So it's probably like, going off that other pack was 50, it's probably like, I don't know, close to 1,000 here. I started a fair few last year, but yeah. So I'll pop you onto time lapse and then plant these. So my status this past season, it flowered crazy through spring, and I put some new plants in and some were old plants from the year before. So it flowered crazy through spring. We went away in October and we got rain while we were away, so I had to cut a heap of the flowers off because the rain damages the flowers. And then I think the rain, they don't like too much moisture, so I think that killed some of the plants, a lot of the plants, and the ones that did survive just don't look great at all. We have got flowers off them, like I cut them all back and we've had flowers just a few flowers. Definitely haven't come back like the year before. I had flowers right from early spring right through to the end of summer, I'm pretty sure, but we didn't have like any big rain events. So, and then this rain again that we've had recently, I can see it's affecting them. So I'm going to, and then I wanted to add there's a blue that I like a light, really light blue, and I really like using it. So I've got this one, Heavenly Blue it's called, and then the apricot, I wanted the apricot as well, which I didn't have in the mixes that I had. So so we'll be planting those today in the hopes that they will do okay and be flowering for Mother's Day, which we'll see. They may not. It's just a bit of a try and see thing, because I have planted status in summer here before, and if it gets too hot when they're tiny, they just don't handle it unless you like can really keep the moisture up to them, or keep them, yeah, nice and moist. So let's start those, and you can hear the baby lilies in the background again. They are just about ready to fly the nest, I think. I'll pop you up here and see if we can see them. Where are they? There they are. You see them up there? Oh, there goes one. Oh, we might have scared him out of the nest. I think though, you could see they're like busting to head out. Where is he? Oh, there he goes. Yep, he's flying. He's off. Oh, there he is. Gotta find somewhere better than that to land. So yeah, you can see his wings are fully developed, so he'll be fine. And his mummy and daddy will find him there. So yeah, let's get into starting some seeds. Now we're going to do the status apricot. It says apricot plus coral beauty. Next, I don't want to zoom. And finally, the lucky last for today is Scabiosa at True Pink. I would have liked to have done a bigger tray of these, but I've run out of the bottom trays to put them in. I need to get some more better quality ones, because the last ones I got were terrible quality. They all ripped. I'm pretty sure I don't have any more, so I'm just going to start in the 36 and probably put a couple per cell. And these are from Hyson. And it says they have 72% germination, so I'll need to put at least a couple probably per cell, and they're like a fairly big seed. So you have to do a decent sized hole for these ones. Put the top open. And I'll show you the seeds I started in the, I don't know if I showed you all or some of the seeds I started in the last video. They're all, well, some of them up, some are starting to come up. I'll show you those in a bit. Alright, let's pop out and have a look at the seeds I started the other day. Probably today, Wednesday. I think I started them on Monday. It's either Sunday or Monday. I have something else to show you too. So I've just got them sitting out here because of the rain we had. It's still undercover, but they get enough light. So this is the sunflowers coming up. These ones are a bit slower. There's one up. You can see a couple more coming up here. Hopefully the rest will come up soon. And then this is the straw flower, the seeds that I saved. So you can see a few coming up here. And then a couple more there. So hopefully they keep coming up. Can't really see any others at this stage, but I'm sure they'll be there soon. And this is the zinnias, the mazurka, I think that's how you say it. They're all just about up, except 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's one coming up there I can see. And then this is the arrow, the summer pastel mix. You can see right there, there's one coming, a little one over here. I can see a few in there, but definitely not as many popping up in there yet as what are coming up in this one. If we look in this one, you can see a little one starting to come up there. It's a bit hard to see in the camera. One there, one there, one there, one there. So yeah, you can see them. Some of them are only just starting. The camera probably won't pick them up. Just starting to come up, so I think that cover definitely helps, although they need to clean so the light can get in properly. But yeah, so far it's pretty good. And then this is the other thing. My husband put this up for me the other day when it was still rainy. So we got this garden shed from an auction for $30. It's an older garden shed, but still in good condition. So he's put it up on a little platform. And then he left these out the end here, like a little workbench for me. So this is the step he made. This door is a little bit hard to unlatch, so I have to use 2 hands here. And then this is the shelves made in here. Nice shelves. That's a greenhouse I have to set up once it cools off for starting seeds in. So yeah, it'll be good. And this stuff that's out on the ground here, pots and stuff I'll have to put in. And then all my like seed starting trays and stuff are going to go in here. All pots and bits and pieces like that. So yeah, it'll be good to keep stuff together. And then these seeds are these seedlings I think I showed you in the last video. Got to try and get them out as soon as we can. Just got to wait for it to dry out a little bit because it's just muddy out there at the moment. But it'll only be a couple of days and it'll be dry enough to plant into again. So there's 2 cosmos, the candy stripe, and I can't remember what this one was, and the tags disappeared. But I'll have a look at the seeds. I'll know by where my seeds are. And flamingo feather, celosia. And then this is the other status. I've got water in here I have to tip out. I just put this in a little while ago. This is the American Beauty. And then marigolds, Hawaii marigolds. And then double dazzler sunflowers. And these ones are the ones I started from seed I saved. And I realised, it's silly, I don't know why, I thought I'd get good germination because the varieties are pollenless. So I think that might actually be a double dazzler because I tried to get some out of them too. But they're pollenless, so germination's going to be a little hit and miss. But anyway, I got a few out of it. It's better than none. So yeah, I think that's about it for this video. Need to do a lot of whip snipping and mowing again. And trim my Chrissy's back. Hope the dahlias pull through. But otherwise, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.